Hola, ¿cómo estás? Tudo bem? Konnichiwa. Hello, aloha. What it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Thank you for joining us today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Even if you don't like what you're hearing, you can help a brother out. Ain't nothing wrong with helping a brother out. I'd help you out. You could like, share, and subscribe and still help me out. Today, what we're going to talk about is the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. The series is now at 2-1 Golden State, despite Jimmy Butler going down in the game previously. The final score was 104-93, and I gotta say, man, Steph is dazzling. He is razzle-dazzling all of us. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I've always been a fan of Steph Curry, but I've also said that Steph Curry is the least clutch superstar I've ever seen. Now, there's reasons for that, right? Number one, he's only 6'3", which is taller than a lot of us, but in NBA standards, that ain't that tall. He weighs 170 or something like that, maybe less. So he's thin. Then on top of that, he's not the most athletic player that you've ever seen. He ain't the fastest. He ain't the quickest. Nowhere in that league. When you look at over the years, a Derrick Rose, a Russell Westbrook, a Ja Morant even, he is not athletically on the level of these guys. But what is he? He is the most skilled player that we may have ever seen. He's one of the most. To me, you got people like him, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. He's on that level. I've got jokers up there too, Hakeem Olajuwon, guys that are just elite skilled guys. You understand? And recently, Steph has been clutch. It started last year, really. That's when I started seeing it. He at one point he was 1 for 10 on game winners or something crazy like that, or 0 for 10. And we all saw the 3-1 lead that they lost to the Cavaliers back in 2016. And I gave Steph a little bit of leeway, but more and more I kept seeing him lose leads. And then he comes out in whatever year that was, 20. Well, I don't know when they won the championship. Was that 22? Whenever they last won the championship, Curry came out and was a beast, and they beat the Celtics. And then ever since then, it just seems like he's been getting better and better and more clutch. The guy is tough, man. He's tough now. And then you saw in the Olympics over the summer last year, he should have been the MVP. He made 4 big three-point shots down the stretch, and they knew where the ball was going. And they doubled him, and he still hit the shots and won the game. And in the game before in Serbia, he went nuts too. So Steph is 37? So how is he becoming more clutch now? How does the fire... He actually seems to be getting better. Crazy enough, I can't believe I'm saying it, but he seems to be getting better. I watched this game. The guy was just going nuts, finding ways to make shots, doing step back mid-ranges, which is actually another thing I've gotten on him for and as I've been watching him, because I always thought, if he had a little bit more Kyrie, if he had a little bit more Allen Iverson in him, there would be nothing you could do. Even though he's not 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Still, you'd be nothing you could do if he had more Allen Iverson and Kyrie, because that means he would have mastered shooting in general already and been the best shooter. But also, he'd be cooking you in the in-between game, and it'd be nothing you could do. But Steph snapped in this game. He was shooting mids, floaters, threes, whatever you want. He was giving it to you, boy. 36 points, 9 dimes, 7 boards. He was just giving you whatever you wanted. Have it your way like Burger King. That boy was a beast. Now, I got a little bit of help. Buddy Hield chipped in. Gary Payton II made some big plays down the stretch to go with some of the big shooting from Steph Curry. But it just goes to show you, I thought they were done without Jimmy Butler. There was even some Rockets players that said, hey, you better hope Jimmy come back. And they still came out and won this game. And I'm impressed. I am impressed. The Rockets are an extremely tough defensive team. And they held him to 2 points or something crazy like that in the regular season in one game. And you sat there and you said to yourself, okay, so the Rockets may have an answer for Steph. Wrong. They don't. Right? They don't have an answer. But Steph was absolutely brilliant. He's going nuts. I didn't expect this. I got to give him credit. I have to give him credit. So, Steph balled out. When you take a look at the Rockets, nobody really did anything special. People might have shot all right from the field. Dylan Brooks shot all right from the field, but Thompson had 11 points, 5 for 16. Sengun wasn't even that good in this one. He was 15 and 11, but only 7 for 18 from the field. Fred VanVleet was better, but he's still just playing like trash, man. 3 for 9. He's small. What are you out there? I don't understand why they start him if he ain't making shots. He ain't a passer. He doesn't get you open. He's not the greatest defender. So what is he doing out there? I mean, I'm not saying Fred VanVleet is not a good player, but he's off my bench. I'm not starting him. I'm starting Tari Eason, who didn't play that well either. He only had 8 points, but way more athletic, probably a better defender. Chasing Steph around, whoever you're chasing. Jabari Smith had 12. The Rockets just don't have enough scoring. And then Jalen Green is just a disappointment. Jalen Green is a disappointment. He got into it with Draymond Green, ironically. And listen, man, Draymond is Mr. Triple Single, but he does change the game. I can't lie on him. But when Draymond has 7 points and you have 9, you've got to be kidding me, bro. You've got to be kidding me. There's absolutely no way that can be a thing. So at the end of the day, Jalen Green, you're not doing enough. You're supposed to be all-star, borderline superstar level amongst the shooting guards. And there's games where, like last game, the game before this, man had 38 points. And you're thinking, oh, okay, he's cooking. Comes back, has 9 points. And this is the story with him, just the extreme inconsistency. But it's because he literally, to me, doesn't really know what he's doing out there. He's clearly more talented than like a Draymond Green offensively. But the problem with him is he's not consistent. He doesn't know how to do the same thing over and over again. He doesn't know how to repeat it. He sometimes just goes to the basket with no type of ability to slow himself down or do a pull-up mid-range, or he just runs to the rim and just gets blocked or does a stupid turnover because he's not a great passer either. So I don't – his game baffles me. He needs a lot of work, in my opinion. He really needs – I don't know if he's ever worked with like a T-Mac or a Carmelo Anthony, but he needs – if I'm Ime Udoka, I'm getting him mentored by one of these elite scorers because Jalen Green has the talent, but something's missing, and he needs boot camp from one of these guys. If Kobe was still alive, that'd be a perfect person. But Kobe's no longer with us, so you gotta. There's other great guys to go out there and talk to. T-Mac, Melo, guys that buckets came easy for them. You need to be able to duplicate that if you're Jalen Green. Otherwise, your team's done, bro, because y'all can't score. Nobody could shoot. Everybody 1 for 5, 3 for 9. Dylan Brooks was 3 for 4, but he don't take a lot of shots. So, I mean, unless Dylan starts jacking up 15 a game, the Rockets are in trouble, man. They can't really shoot. So, really, it was a good game, but Steph is Steph. Stepherless. And he's getting better, which is crazy and scary. And he did this without Jimmy. Who the heck else do you have to guard on that team? How the heck did he get 36 points when Jimmy's not out there? Were you guarding Draymond Green? The starting lineup, Draymond Green has 7, Kuminga had 7, Post had 2, Steph had 36, Brandon Pozinski had 10. You got to be freaking kidding me. And the Rockets are a great defensive team. Not good, great. So shout out Steph. He's getting better. He's dazzling. He's razzling. He's dazzling. He's doing all this stuff. That boy nice. So we'll leave it there. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't click off immediately because there's some other suggested videos that I know you will love. I appreciate you. I'm very humble. Please like, share, and subscribe. Much love. That somehow you never get over leaving